Verb conjugation is basic in any language. If you want to learn verb conjugation in Spanish, stay with me in this video. How to conjugate regular infinitive verbs in Spanish. First, we must be clear about two things. Number one, infinitive verbs. Infinitive is the very basic form of the verbs in Spanish. It only refers to the meaning of the verb, but it doesn't give us any other information, for example, about who performs the action or how or when. Infinitive is the form in which the verbs are shown in the dictionary. Now, how can we know if a verb is in infinitive form? It's pretty simple. If it ends in ar, or ir. For example, amar, to love. Correr, to run. Escribir, to write. And number two, verbs in Spanish are divided in regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs are conjugated in a predictable and constant way, without altering their root, unlike irregular verbs, which change strongly in all conjugations. Today's lesson is our most basic verb lesson, and for that reason we are going to start studying regular verbs. Now we are ready to learn how to conjugate verbs in Spanish in the present tense. This is very simple. When we have regular verbs ending in ar, or ir, we just have to change these endings for the correspondent endings related to each personal pronoun. Let me explain it with some examples. Hablar, to talk. As you can see, hablar has like a root that is habl and it ends in ar, okay? So what we have to do to conjugate this verb is to change the ending ar into the ending that corresponds to each pronoun. Okay, so for example, we have yo hablo. Okay, we take away ar and change it for o. Tú hablas. Now it ends in as. Él o ella habla. Nosotros hablamos. Okay, here the ending is amos. Ustedes hablan. And ellos hablan. It's the same in the last two. Okay, so there's a pattern here. The pattern is this ending: o, as, a, amos, and an. Okay? For example, tú hablas francés. Hablas. Okay? As we are referring to the pronoun tú. Another example, Luis estudia ingeniería. Luis refers to the personal pronoun él, as it's singular man. It's a similar situation with verbs ending in er. For example, comer, to eat. We have the root, it's com, and the ending is er. So we are going to take away er and change it for the corresponding ending of each personal pronoun. So here we have yo como, tú comes, él o ella come, nosotros comemos, ustedes comen, ellos comen. Here the pattern is ending in o, es, e, hemos, en, and en. For example, using this verb comer, we have ustedes comen hamburguesas. Another example with the verb correr, to run. Yo corro 10 kilómetros. And finally, let's look at the verbs ending in ir. This pattern is very similar to the pattern for the verbs ending in er, but it's not exactly the same. The only personal pronoun that changes is nosotros. Vivir. The root is viv and the ending is ir. We have yo vivo. Tú vives. Él or ella vive. Nosotros vivimos. This is the different one, so be careful, please. Then we have ustedes viven and ellos viven. Ella vive en Alemania. Vive comes from the verb vivir. Another example could be: los invitados suben las escaleras. Suben comes from the verb subir. Yay, we made it! Please make a lot of different examples and practice in your daily life situations so that you can learn faster. And don't miss the next lesson. We are going to learn the top 20 regular verbs in Spanish, the basic verbs that you need. And if you like this video, of course, don't forget to give me some thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. See you!